after you prepared your speeches and you stood up here and gave your amazing talks, we just kept you backstage and pulled you back in, right? Well, we are so excited and welcome back, and thank you for spending a little bit more time with us, because I know this audience cannot wait to hear a little bit more about the details of your success this year. I know you've got amazing stories and tips, and so we're gonna dive right in. Does that sound good, my friends? Y'all are ready? Okay. Well, here's question number one, and that is, if you had to share just one tip that made the difference in your being in the top of your seminar this year, what would that be? Deborah, I think I'm gonna look to you to kick us off.
Alrighty. Well, the Bailey unit, we have developed the skill sets of working virtually and in person and being ready in those different market shifts and transition and changes, and we know how to pivot and we know how to lean into those changes. But the one thing that really worked for us this year that kind of just came about because our unit members took hold of this is, while we were doing guest events and social platform guest opportunities, whether it was pampering sessions or bingo, they developed a way to have their guests watching the Zoom and being a part of the lives, but also if they had women locally, they would invite them in locally and do watch parties. And what is that? That's hybrid. And brilliant. $1 million unit, brilliant. And that was part of our equation that we added this year, that we were doing it all almost at the same time. So huge, huge for us this year.
I love that you pulled in both the live and the virtual. And we've been talking about hybrid for a few years, but I do think it takes a little time to kind of figure that out until you feel like you've got it, you figured it out, and you're starting to master it. How about you, Sherry? What's something that this year you could share that would be a great tip for what your success plan was this year?
I would say just making that commitment. You get to the point where you have to decide what your goal is and what you're going to not allow to come and stop that. You have to remain committed to your goal. We're all so busy and have so many life things happening, and as you get closer to the end of a goal, sometimes you can allow those things to set you back, to change your mindset, but you have to have a strong mindset. And when you're committed to a goal and you can see that goal, the pain of regret is pretty painful. So you have to envision yourself in that goal. And for me in our unit, it was knowing that we could and committing to doing it.
I love that. I love that. That fits right in with you're taking us a leap out and learning new things. You're staying committed. And now, Shelley, what's something that you feel like this year was something that maybe was a little different that worked?
Well, actually, it started 2 years ago, Tracy. We really started becoming focused on the product more and more, learning the features and the benefits of the product, because when you love the product and you see results, you're a billboard for our company. You must be your best customer. When people ask you about what you're wearing, there's a booking opportunity. And then, as you get more confident and learn the skill and the product knowledge together, you become really unstoppable. So we really focused on getting to know the product better, which really was a domino effect to loving the product, getting to know it great, getting new customers, getting new team members. Because you become more confident when you feel great about yourself, do you not? Become more confident when you feel great about yourself and what you're doing. Absolutely.
You know what? I did not know that was the answer you were going to give, so it's a shameless plug now. I have to say, MK Confident, you can get your skincare confident, your color confident, clinical solutions confident. You can get all of that great product knowledge in a very fun way now with skincare confident. So,
and you get a link button.
And you get link buttons, and who doesn't want link buttons on your badge or on your business card or your personal website? Absolutely. So if you're taking notes, this is what I'm taking away from this. You've got to be able to embrace and accept new technologies and be open to learning. You've got to stay the course and you have to understand our product.
Do
That's
that.
the base. You have to understand our product.
You gotta know.
Well, Shelley, I'm going to stay with you and I'm going to move to the second question, and that is this. As we've heard from you during your speech and while you were being crowned the queen, I know you had challenges this year, really deep personal challenges. But how do you stay powered up and motivated personally when you're going through those challenges?
Because Mary Kay Ash was a great example. She was someone that always showed up, no matter what. I'm sure that there were things going on behind the scenes in her family, her life, her health at times, and she just kept going. And there were people counting on you. There were people counting on you. And you have to show up. This is my 44th seminar. I've never missed one. And I know there's a lot of you out there like that. You show up. You show up to go up. No matter what. Show up to go up.
That was so Mary Kay. And she did have so many examples of that with us. So, Deborah or Sherry, anything that maybe was a challenge this year that you guys were able to overcome, and how you personally are able to do that while you're also trying to take care of families and units and things like that?
I would just say staying into action.
Right.
Even when you don't feel like it. We don't always feel like working, but when we get into action, that brings about that excitement again, and then we want to stay there. So just when you don't feel like it, you know you have to stay committed to the activity that it takes to reach that goal.
And I always love that Mary Kay was so smart when she said, fake it until you make it. That's really what she meant. She really meant do the activity, get out there, put the smile on, and she had to do that herself many times with her own health challenges. And that's exactly what you're talking
And the
about.
feeling will
And
come.
the feeling will come and the success will come.
When I think that, have you ever heard the saying, we all have said it, oh, I need to get motivated. I can't wait to get motivated. I just need to get motivated. Well, y'all, you're not going to get motivated. Momentum follows activity. You have to be able to do the activities. Even when you don't feel like it, you still have to do it, because when you do those activities and you finish those activities, that's where the excitement and the momentum comes from. Momentum follows activity. It's not the other way around. So quit waiting to get motivated.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen unless you have activities.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to go to the next question. And Sherry, I'm going to start with you on this one. The question is, I think, a really good one certainly for people who've been in the business for a while, because every year is a different journey, right? And this question is, for those of you out there who maybe hit a plateau, or maybe fell short of a goal this year. So obviously these three, they met their goals, they overcame challenges, but you may be sitting out there thinking, well, I didn't meet my goal, I didn't meet my challenge. Sherry, what would you say to them?
I would say praise God for fresh starts. We all are at the beginning line. Once again, we have a new opportunity. So just commit to it and give yourself grace for last year. What's behind? Leave the past behind. You have a whole new year, so believe in yourself. Run after your dreams, and like we've all said, you've got to do the activity that it takes to get there, but give yourself grace. A fresh start. Everybody loves a fresh start. And as our stories we've shared all of the challenges that we've had. If we can do it, you can do it. I was sitting in that chair once, never believing I could do anything like this. You can do it.
How about you, Deborah? Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, can we talk? Because here's the deal. We've all been stuck. Who's been stuck? All right. I was stuck. I was just talking to my best friend, $1 million director, national director, Candy Lewis, back when we were having breakfast together. And she remembered a time when I was just stuck at $500,000. Stuck at $500,000. I thought if I received one more $500,000 plaques, because I just couldn't move. And I remember walking by her. She was in the $1 million row, and she was $1 million director before she became her national position. And I was walking by her, and she grabbed me by the cuff of my jacket. She said, "Deborah Bailey?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Sit down." When a national tells you what to do, you do it. So I sat down. and she grabbed the $1 million seat cover off the back of her chair and she said, "Hold this." I held it. And I don't know who took the picture. Somebody took the picture. I still have that picture 15 years later on my vision board. And look at us
I love
today. It's okay. Just move forward. Everybody gets stuck. Forget it. Move forward. Do the activity, and you will be meeting your goals, and you'll be sitting here just as we are. I promise. I promise.
And also thank you to Candy, because that is also another leadership quality that you look around and you pull people out of. You can see when someone's in a rut or they're having a challenge. Get in there and help each other out. Pull them out of that and give them that Mary Kay love. So thank you so much for that. Amazing. So Shelly, I'm going to let you close us up and just talk about, was there a time when you were plateaued, when you were stuck? How'd you get past that?
Of course. Well, what I want to say is everything happens in the arena of a product. So what I do is I get out in front of people. I get my energy from people. Anybody else get your energy from people? I show the product. I let them try the product. Do you know if you focused daily, okay, which turns into weekly, which turns into monthly, which turns into yearly, listen to the numbers. If you focused on 18 faces a week, that would be 72 customers a month, 864 customers in a year. How many of y'all would like 864 customers a year? How would you like 864 this year? Right. So it's working your business daily. That's how you get out of the plateau, is action. Motivation, action.
And that is so very Mary Kay, right? No one did more in the arena of action and putting one foot in front of the other, no matter how many times she fell down, than Mary Kay Ashton. And I have to say, you three are beautiful representatives of just the way she worked, her work ethic, her style, and her love for the sales force and her customers. And I know you were the same. I just want to say you are so inspiring. Thank you so much. Wouldn't you agree? Aren't these three amazing for sharing with us? And the wisdom that you have shared last night, today in classes, you make such a difference. And thank you so much for passing it on. Well, in closing, I want to thank all of you for making the trip to Dallas and investing in yourself and in your teams and in your units and in your areas. I look forward to seeing how bright you will shine. Safe travels home, and thank you.